Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. I have two bass trombones so far for sale, like I always do. And one of them is very interesting, and one of them is, I don't know, a little less interesting. This is a Shires that just showed up in my 6 bass trombones compared video. And it's just parts that I just cobbled together. I saw a valve section and went, you know what? I already have a slide. Let's make a horn. So I did, and this is what we ended up with. I've got a B62 YCL. Wow. Again, numbers. They're hard to remember. B62 YCL. So single bore, yellow crook, and it's long. It's a pretty cool slide. It's a box style in every way, except it's got, different lead pipes. I've got rotors. These are Q series rotors, which the seller did not say in their listing. This is partially on me, because the listing just had pictures and it said Shires rotors for sale. And I was like, that's a pretty good price. I'm going to buy that. I did not look closely at the pictures. If I had, I would have seen that they were Q rotors. But again, if you got Q series stuff, say that it's Q series stuff, because there's a difference, all right? Luckily, these do play really well. They're in great shape. They fit all the parts I have. So I got, I think, pretty lucky. But again, would have been nice to get the real deal. I've got a GC tuning slide, gold brass, C, crook, and a very cool bell. This is a B25YVNY. So the 2 bell taper. It is a 5 bell, which means 1 piece. And it's in yellow brass, obviously. It's got the VNY heat treatment, which is as close as Shires can get to a 50 bell as you can get. Now, this has got a box style slide and a box style bell. Is it a Bach? No. I don't know. Shires always sound like Shires. This does trend more towards a Bach than I would say most Shires do, but I don't know. They all sound like Shires to me. There are gradations on the scale of Shires. This is just towards Bach. It's cool. I like it. It plays well. It's very even and easy to play. It's got a good low range. It's got a good high range. It does it all. I'm actually using it to record an audition as we speak, because it's just kind of simple to kind of get everything done on. But once I'm done with that, I'm going to sell it because it doesn't bring me joy. I'm trying to keep horns that bring me joy. And this is just good. It'll be a little cheaper than a full custom Shires because of these valves. But yeah, good horn. It doesn't float my boat. This next one, it's a little more interesting. This one is also going to be for sale for even cheaper. This is a Weril, and I have to look at the model number, GC292. Weril is a Brazilian manufacturer that existed at some point, I would guess late 90s to 2010 or something like that. I honestly don't know. And maybe they're still around, but only in Brazil. Again, they stopped importing stuff to the United States in 2009. I'm just going to hazard a number. And they may have done it a little bit past that. They're just a Brazilian maker who made instruments. I would equate them to something like Jupiter. Jupiter is based in Taiwan, not China. And they do design their own instruments. And they're just seen as kind of like a step down from things like Yamaha or Kahn or whatever. They're still pretty well made, but the designs are just a little quirky and they're not perfectly made. This is the bass trombone that was imported to the United States. I don't think they had a massive amount of models, of different models. This is the only bass trombone I remember seeing back when I was in college. I saw a few on the internet. You can see the name on the counterweight here, which is square. Yes, it's square. I think it has to make up for the fact that every crook on this is fully single radius. They're all round. It's very weird. All these crooks on F attachment. The tuning slide is a little bit dual radius. It's the only one that's not like fully round. These are largely, from what I know, Bach 50 copies, but again, Bach 50s don't have like 3B style crooks on them. And notably, Weril is the only other manufacturer than Bach that made gold brass bells, 80/20 gold brass. I think that's pretty neat. And that's kind of the reason I got this. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the only other instrument you can get with a real gold brass bell and just try it out. And you may have noticed, this has a D slide on it. Yeah. Why is this on here? This actually comes with a G flat slide as well. Obviously, slightly shorter than the G slide. I don't know why this came with a D slide. It fits in the case like it's meant to go with this instrument. It plays fine with the G flat slide. Like, these valves are pretty small. They're not the best rotors on the planet, but honestly, they play fine. With the G flat slide, I would be totally happy with this. With the D slide, this weighs like 2 pounds more and has the weirdest balance. Like, yes, it's back heavy, but also like side heavy. I do not understand at all why this would have to come with this. It certainly plays a certain way with the D slide installed. And honestly, with the G flat slide, like I said, I think it plays pretty well. It also came with 4 different lead pipes. 2 of them were the same, just because. But also a lead pipe-less adapter, so it's just got a receiver and then nothing. I think that's pretty cool. It actually plays okay with that too. I have the more open of the lead pipes in here right now. It's got pretty good valves. It's got a slide that works, and it is actually in almost new condition. I have a feeling this was imported to the US, and then a shop proceeded to not sell it. Maybe they went out of business or something. And so it's just sat in the original case for the last 15 years, and now I have it. And I'm going to play it a little bit. Maybe I'll play with friends, and then I'll sell it. This will be a nice, cheap double bass that's not a Chinese horn that will be for sale. Hit me up if you're interested. I think it's very cool, and it's definitely something that's more interesting to me than the Shires, even if the Shires is kind of better in every conceivable metric, except for it not having actual gold brass. That's all I've got for now. 2 basses for sale. There's always more on the way. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.